Hello everyone, my name is Faith Mutegi and this is my platform, Parenting Conundrums. Today's topic is something that I realize is causing a lot of stress, causing a lot of frustration, embarrassment, and in the case of the child, it could be a source of low self-esteem and anxiety. And what am I talking about? It's bedwetting. Bedwetting, especially in school-going children. This is the stage where they have already gone past the toilet training phase. They are up and about in school, and then at night things happen, and in the morning we have wet beddings. So this is what I want us to discuss. Number one, please understand the child is not doing this to piss you off. The child is not intentionally wetting the bed, unless in very, very rare cases. They are not intentionally wetting the bed to frustrate you, to mess up with your morning routine, to get back at you. Something is amiss somewhere. And that's why I want us to explore on why would a child be wetting their bed even as they are going to school or past the toilet training phase. But my question is, there are two situations that I need you to be very aware of. Number one, is it that the child has never had a dry night, like they have consistently been wetting their bed even as they were growing up? Or is it that they stopped bedwetting, they had dry nights like kawaida, normal, and then suddenly they are wetting their bed? Those are two different situations. So let's start with the first one. Number one, if you have a child who is wetting their bed, chances are one or both of their parents has a history of wetting their bed when they were younger. So it has been genetically passed on. So please don't be too quick to point a finger to a child because they're just manifesting what the gene pool has sent their way. So number one, there's a history. Find out the history of bedwetting. I know it could be an embarrassing topic, but we are trying to help the child and also help the parent or the guardian. So, is there a history of bedwetting in the child's family, in your family? If there is, then that's why it may be manifesting in the child. Number two, sleep patterns, and especially deep sleep. There are those of us who, at the drop of a feather, they will be awake. Any slight movement, they will be awake. But there are some of us who, if things were to be taken up, or if they are being stolen, you'd also be stolen because you'd be asleep, you'd not even have woken up. So chances are the child could be, they have a history, there's a genetic aspect to it. And then number two, they are deep sleepers to the point that, yes, the bladder may become full, but the body is in deep sleep that they are not able to be woken up. And what does the body do? Once the tank is full, it decides, they start having the dream of their swimming. And then unfortunately, it's not the ideal swimming pool or the real swimming pool. So find out the history of bedwetting in your family or in the child's family. Number two, how often is a child wetting their bed? Is it that there are certain days that they have dry nights and other days it's wet? And then the quantity, is it just small patches or is it like messed up like all the entire body or the entire bed? So you also need to find out how often are they wetting their bed and the quantity, and how will you get to do this? Please be patient with them, be patient with yourself, and get a tracker. You can make your own Monday to Sunday, Sunday to Monday, depending on how you start your week, and then track down on Monday, was it a wet night? And involve the child. Let the child also mark, because this is helping them to realize that you also want to help them, and they'll be looking at, okay, there's a way I am being aware. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. You're creating awareness into the situation. You're not shaming them. Please don't shame them. They are not doing it intentionally. Okay? So get a tracker. It could be a diary. It could be a notebook. It could be just an A4 paper on the wall in the bedroom, somewhere prominent, somewhere not prominent for visitors and everything, but where the child can access and also you as a guardian can access. And then track down Monday, was it a wet night? Was Tuesday a wet night? Was it a dry night? And then find out, what is this? Is it that on Monday when it was a wet night, they were either out, they had games, how much water did they take, what was the food. Because, ladies and gentlemen, my dear parents, the food that our children are eating could be high in sodium, and or even processed items, processed ingredients. Yes, I don't want to use too many technical words. So by the time a child is eating ham, pork, bacon, they have crisps and all these things that have what do you call them, salty products, chances are they want to drink water. The same case with you. If you ate something, you'd want to take water, isn't it? So find out what are they eating, because if it has a lot of sodium, then you may need to tone down on the number of sausages that they eat. If it's early in the morning, that's okay. But where you pay attention is when they come back from school or when it's the weekend, such that if they are eating, chances are they will want to drink water. And if it's closer to bedtime, then it becomes an issue, because they'll drink a lot of water and then we end up with a wet night. So what food are they eating? Monitor that. And please just don't eat the whole. We say, how do you eat an elephant? And I'm not encouraging poaching. Please don't come for me.